Sup? Though. Like I said, I'm 50-50 on security cameras.
When I was 15, my recently divorced dad bought a townhouse in the nicer part of town. It was for him, my brother, and I to all live in. The townhouse was 3 stories, the first being an above-ground basement with a bathroom, bedroom, living space, and a patio. I was lucky to be given the...
What were you about to say? You was lucky to be given a basement? My ass. I don't do no basements, I don't do no attics. I'm doing somewhere in between. No basements, no attics. Fuck is you talking about? Nope.
Basement is my bedroom, being the oldest child. I loved having my own space down there, and would sometimes fall asleep on the couch in the living area, only to wake up in the middle of the night with an odd feeling. This would happen every time I slept out there, and for some reason, the slightly cracked blinds on the patio door would always creep me out. Nobody really used the patio, but my dad would occasionally check to make sure the door was locked before going to sleep.
Your dad is a good man.
As I got older, I would use this door to sneak out at night or smoke a little bit when my dad wasn't home, which led to him checking on it more often as it was unlocked sometimes. He grew suspicious about why I was going out there so much, so around the time I was 17, he installed a Ring camera on the patio without my knowledge. He ended up catching me and I got in trouble a few times. After I graduated high school and was getting ready to leave for college, I spent less and less time at my dad's as my mom's house was closer to my school, work, and friends. One night during this time, my dad sent me a video he had captured with the Ring camera on the patio, captioned, "WTF, this is last night at 3 a.m. My heart dropped.
3 a.m. If you don't know, but you should know, I'm about to tell you. Between the hours of 2 a.m. and 3 a.m., sometimes 4, paranormal activity, clucking shit goes on.
As I watched the video, there appeared to be a man in the video walk up to the patio door and stare in through the notorious crack in the blinds.
Why? Why did he walk like that? Oh shit! He must be either on some shit or he a mellow ass dude talking about something. Go back. He was just walking all nonchalant like that's his place.
There appeared to be a man in the video walk up to the patio door and stare in through the notorious crack in the blinds that was always there. The man didn't try the doorknob, but appeared to be holding something shiny and metallic in his hands. Whether it was a Zippo, knife, or whatever, I have no idea, as the video is way too low quality to tell. The man seemed to be mumbling to himself while listening to some type of Christian rock music.
Hey, y'all, I don't know if y'all gonna remember this, but there used to be this old Disney movie, I think called Smart House. Right, great movie, old movie though. What if like we had something like that, and the house was smart enough or more, it was like advanced enough where it can detect anybody with cluck intentions and kind of like scare them off or cluck them up, to be honest. You know, I know Disney is still going on, but I feel like Disney is not what it used to be. Do they still do that thing with the ears, with the Mickey Mouse ears, like with the wand, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know. I haven't watched regular TV in so long. It's been years.
The video really scared me, as I very well could have been sleeping in there clueless if this had been a different day or time. No other neighbors caught the man on their cameras, which makes me feel like it was more targeted, or this wasn't the first time he had visited my dad's house. The creepiest part is next to the patio is a window to my bedroom, which the Ring camera doesn't catch, where the man could have looked through it before, directly into my bed. All that besides, I've never stayed at my dad's since.
I wouldn't either. I mean, it's low-key, your dad might be in cahoots.
2 years ago, I worked as a security guard at a warehouse. It was a temporary job for me, as I needed a job for just a few months.
That was so weird. That was so weird. That was so weird. Okay, y'all can't see my little setup I have right here, but like I have like a little table, and I put the speaker right here. It's flat on the table. The table's flat, and I'm not moving the table whatsoever. And it just fell. It just falls on the floor. Maybe it fell on the floor because of the vibrations of the speaker. I don't know, but it has never done that before. That was weird. And then when it fell, it said battery low. Bro, what's up? What's up? Hell no, that was some creepy shit. See, something usually happens when I'm reacting to like some scary shit. That was weird, man. That was so weird. I wish I had one of those things that can read paranormal activity. Like if there's a ghost in here or a spirit, I wish I had one of those devices.
This was a job that paid pretty decent and was also really easy for me. For the most part, I would just watch security cameras and patrol the area. Nothing ever really happened, and the only people I really talked to were just people who were expected at the building, like delivery drivers. I would check IDs and just let them in and out. But one night, as I was working, I was sitting in the room where the security cameras were displayed. It was kind of a control room of types, and suddenly I saw one of the areas that was prohibited outside the building. There appeared to be a man entering and walking in. I wasn't sure how he was able to get in, because there was a large barbed wire fence blocking it, and I had to do a double take, but I was sure of what I saw. I was really nervous, because I had never really dealt with anyone trying to break in before. I got up and made my way out of the room and down the stairs to the area. After I got down the stairs, I had to walk down a hallway, which led into a bigger room and then to the area outside where the barbed wire fence was. I had no idea how this man that I had seen on camera was able to make it over the barbed wire fence, but somehow he had. This wasn't a small fence either. It was about 20 feet tall. I looked to the area expecting to see the man, but I saw no one. The warehouse was always locked as well, so I knew he couldn't have gotten inside. I stepped outside and examined the entrance area of the building. I looked in every possible way the man could have gone, but there was really only two options. They were to leave and go back, or to enter the building, which was locked, and I saw no signs of forced entry. I was really confused, and even questioned if I had in fact seen someone on the security camera. I guessed whoever it was must have left, and it left me feeling sort of creeped out knowing that I was all alone in the building at night. I began to walk back to my control room and went up the stairs and down the hallway. As I did, I checked each locked door. When I was walking down the dark hallway, I suddenly felt a tap on my shoulder. Startled, I jumped back and turned around, but nobody was there. I literally started shaking and quickly went back to my control room and then locked the door.
Really? So you just gonna stay in the building after what it seems to be as clear as day, some paranormal activity going on, but you don't go back into the building or stay in that building. You said you were literally shaking, so shake your ass outside the building and somewhere safe.
I then checked the security tape again. I replayed the tape and once again saw the man enter the restricted area outside like I had seen before. The man was kind of far away, and I couldn't really see any details on the tape other than just a figure of a man. I was very creeped out for the rest of the night. That was my scariest experience working there, and I quit shortly after. This was several years ago. At the time, I was living in a house all by myself. I had just recently bought it, and this was my first house. The house itself was relatively small, but it had a decent-sized yard in the back, and was also very affordable to me at the time. This story takes place several months after I moved in. Everything was going really well, until one day when I got up, it appeared as though someone had tried to break into my house. I had opened up the front door and saw that there were scratches and marks on it. And then when I went around to the back, I saw some marks on there as well. Then, several days later, a package was stolen off my front step. Now, I never saw or heard anything, but it was pretty scary still, and I decided that I would install a security camera to get to the bottom of what was happening. I purchased a very small security camera that I would be able to keep hidden near an area of my front door. I set it up in the morning and placed it behind one of the lights on my front porch. I positioned it so it showed my front door area. I was really impressed with the job that I did setting it up, because when I looked at it, it was completely hidden and I couldn't tell that it was there at all. After that, all I had to do was wait. Several days went by, and I hadn't heard or seen anything strange, but I decided to review the security footage and see. The camera would pick up any type of movement in my front door area. There were several times that I saw me entering the house, and a couple times of mail being delivered, but other than that, there was one time that it picked up at night that I didn't recognize. I was creeped out as I played the footage. What it showed was a man walk up to the front steps onto my porch. I didn't recognize him at all. As he got closer, I saw that he was wearing a ski mask over his face, and he wore all black clothes as well. He walked straight up to where the camera was and looked right at it as if he knew exactly where it was. He then lifted his mask just enough to show his mouth to reveal a wide, creepy smile on his face. After that, he waved and then turned around and walked away. I was horrified. How did he know exactly where I had installed the camera? It was as if he knew before he even walked up to the house. It made me realize there was a possibility he had been watching me install it. I went to the police after that, and they took my information down and saw the video. They told me to call them if anything else suspicious happened. I was on edge for a few days, and finally one night at about midnight, I heard a scratching coming from my back door this time. Unfortunately, I didn't have a camera set up to my back door, and I had a feeling whoever was there knew that. I got out my phone ready to call the police. Then I heard a bang come from the window next to my back door. I turned on all the lights and screamed that I had called the police. Then I actually called them. I went into my bedroom and locked the door. It was silenced the whole time that I waited for the police to show up. When they got there, they came inside and I spoke with them, but the man who tried to break in was long gone. Luckily, several days later, I received a call saying that the man had been caught several miles away for another attempted break-in. I'm glad the man was found because it was very stressful living there not knowing what would happen next.
Them ring cameras are a hit or miss, man. Oh, man. Yeah. It's the ones that be playing games with these people. Like, it's the ones that go up to the camera, be smiling directly at the camera, looking at the camera, smiling, waving, all that shit. And then just going back and forth, back and forth. It be those junks, it be those people. Instead of the ones that's like just does it one time, just go up to your house, one or two. It's just like the ones that go back and forth. Those are the ones you gotta really watch out for. And then with the paranormal activity, like that this one, as clear as day. Like, if you feel somebody on your, like if you ever feel this, and you turn around and nobody's right there, but you know for a fact you felt, you better repent, pray, talk to God, Jesus, Mary, all along. Because at that point, you can't do anything. You can't. You're clucked for life. You do this, so you feel a hand on your shoulder, and you turn around, and there's nobody right there. Your time is up. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.